All right, so I took a 2-day break from YouTube. I don't think I've ever done that. And I started this YouTube channel 2.5 years ago, November 2022, I believe. Right. So in November this year, it'll be 3 years on YouTube. But I took a 2-day break. And you know what? The market has been absolutely insane. And I just need to just evaluate kind of some of the things I've been doing, what I've been saying, and just get very organized with going back to my core beliefs and the strategies that I started this whole thing with, right? Oversold levels, overbought levels on the RSI, really understanding the stochastic and knowing when to buy and when to sell, right? When I first started on YouTube, I talked a lot about different stocks. One of the most successful stocks I had talked about was Palantir, where I was buying it at $7, $8, $9. Patreon members were alerted multiple times during this. And we basically were buying because of the earnings report, right? Very good company. They had money sitting on the sidelines. They had revenue. Like we studied that. So it's great earnings plus oversold levels on the RSI. So in today's video, I want to talk about some companies that are kind of doing the same thing. But I also want to talk about Jasmy because we obviously have a huge Jasmy community on this channel. So we need to look at that also because Jasmy is getting completely murdered with the rest of the crypto market. But I plan to buy more Jasmy very soon. And I want to tell you when and why that is and what needs to happen first. So, of course, drop a like. I would truly appreciate that. And subscribe if you would like more information with stocks and crypto and learning the basics with RSI and stochastic and Fibonacci. And of course, this is all my own opinion, not financial advice. Do even more research after watching this video, as I recommend if you watch anyone on YouTube or do any research online, do even more research on top of that. Okay, so let's first open it up with Tesla. Yesterday, I made a post to Patreon members. You can read it if you would like. Basically, I said 219 to 220 is the buy area, 786 level. It's very oversold. And today, Tesla actually hit my zone at 219. You could see this big wick down here. Once we're done covering Tesla, we'll get into Jasmy. We're actually at 218, about 218 actually. So this was my buy zone, 219. Why is that? Well, this is the 786 level on a Fibonacci. If you take it from this low right here to this high, this is usually a turnaround spot. This doesn't necessarily mean that the floor is in because I do think we'll get a big bounce out of here, but I do think we can come lower. And the reason I think we can come lower is because, again, we had this big wick right here. We came up for a little bit, about a week or two, and then we crashed lower. And the RSI was about the same place the RSI is today, right? Right around here, 35. The RSI today is about 35. So I think we get a nice bounce for Tesla at this point. So if you bought, congrats if you're a Patreon member. But ultimately, I do think Tesla will come down here. And I'll go even heavier in when the RSI is down by 30. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Every time Tesla hits under 30, you can see it's the buy of a lifetime. Even back in the day, it was the buy of a lifetime. And I'll show you one more example right here. It was the buy of a lifetime at $10, $9, $11. So all you have to do is buy and hold, and you will win with Tesla. So we are entering that zone again very soon. Right now, the RSI is at 35. It is not at 30 yet, but we will get a bounce, and then I think we'll break down further. So if you want to know when I think we're going to go to like the top, make sure you join the Patreon down below. You can get in as low as, I think the stock tier is about $12 a month, pay for the whole year. You get 12% off. And we're almost to 1,000 members, which is pretty awesome. Okay. So Tesla's covered. Another one I bought was Sofi. I alerted Patreon members that I'm in at 1101. I've been talking about Sofi a lot. I first bought this guy's back at over here when it was like $7, $8. I was telling everyone to buy. There's positive divergence forming. And you can see right here, the higher lows, multiple times over here as well. So this was just consolidating, but these were all buy times. And then we ended up selling it all about $14, $15, $16. I alerted members on that as well. And I said, I'm not buying any more Sofi until we fill this gap down here. And we filled the gap. Okay, there's an open gap right here at 1159. But also, you could see if I pull up a Fibonacci retracement for you guys, and let's take it from this low to this high right here, you can see that is the 618 level. So this was my first buy for Sofi. I'm going to start buying a ton of Sofi. Now, again, also being oversold. Another reason why I bought today at 1101. Right now we're at 1114. but we could still come lower. We have another opening gap right here at $9 and the 786 level. So again, we could get a nice little bounce, but then we can come a lot lower. Why do I think that? Well, yes, the daily is oversold, but the weekly is not oversold yet. The weekly is over at 42. This can obviously come a lot lower. It has before. Okay. Even right here, come down to 39. This would be a great turnaround spot right here. Even a little lower, like right in this area. So here we get a nice bounce, but then ultimately, I think we can come a lot lower. I will be buying more Sofi once this gap is filled as well. Okay. So the market's just ugly right now, but as long as you start to understand this stuff, you can kind of get ahead. Now let's talk about Jasmy. I'm going to put this up on the big screen for you all. So some things we need to be aware of. Jasmy is very oversold. It has never hit this point before at 37, which is, or actually it's lower. It's like 36, 37, which is very alarming. There's no history on us being this low. And you can see even when we get super oversold, it continues to crash down. Being under the EMAs right now, not a great sign for Jasmy, okay? It has completely broken everything that we were looking for. I've been in Jasmy since, I think, 2023. I made a post on X literally yesterday. I'll show you guys real quick. Let's pull up Twitter. I don't know why it says Twitter still. X.com. And you can see here that, go to my profile, and I'll show you exactly what I posted on Jasmy. So I've been in it for a while, right? April 28, 2023, I let Patreon members know that I just bought more Jasmy. This was at 6.7, and I said 0.008 is next. Absolutely insane. Jasmy, April 15, 2023, it's 45%, 1 penny very soon. Right, guys, we're in 2025, so it's been over 2 years. So I've been in this crypto for a long time. And a lot of the Patreon members that have been with me have done very well with Jasmy. I sold the top at 0.0071 on February 18th. Absolutely insane that this was the short-term top, right? And bought back in at these prices, bought back in at 0.005. Accumulated more Jasmy is on Terry. Like, it's absolutely insane. It's unfortunate what's happening with Jasmy right now because it's been one of the cryptos that I've been able to nail pretty closely, right? We've talked about Elliott Wave. I'll just draw it out for you guys really quick. This is going to be a longer video for Jasmy because I haven't made one in a while. But you could see we have like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and then we have an A, B, C correction, wave 1, and then wave 2. So we got to do some work on this because this is absolutely insane. This is a deep pullback right here, and it's making it not work with everything that I've been talking about with Elliott Wave. Okay, so what could be happening right now is, let's see, we could be in something like this. Let's say wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. And this could have been the A, B, and a deep C correction, okay? And then it's time to move up again, right? So it's unfortunate. The other reason why I think this could be happening is right now we are hanging on the 786 level, but barely, guys, okay? This is a weekly time frame, so we really need to close above this white line right here, the 786 level on a Fibonacci. This would make a ton of sense for us to turn around. You can see so far we've wicked down. So I would love to close above here. If we don't close above here, then I'm afraid the next area would be about 8.3, 8.5, let's say. So 0.0085 would be the next area I would be looking for, okay? So again, is now a good time to accumulate Jasmy with it being very oversold? Well, that's up to you. Just understand that, yes, we could come down here also, which is crazy to even think about right now. But regardless, if your belief is the top is in or if it's not in, we should get a nice retracement back to the EMAs. And right now they're trading at about 2.2. Okay. So right now with that move, you could see that that would be about an 80% run up. Even if the top is in and we're in a bear market, you could still buy the lows, very oversold levels, and sell the highs. If we look at a daily time frame, you can see right now that we're completely oversold for Jasmy. Okay, and let's just kind of study this and see when was the last time we were way down here. at 26 for Jasmy on a daily time frame. So at this point, weren't even down here, but that still would have been a good buy. Okay. All right, so here was one of the last times we were down at this level. It was when Jasmy was priced at 0.003, and then it ran up to 0.0047, but then it ultimately sold off still. And it made a lower low right here, but then it made a higher low on the RSI. So you got to ask yourself, is now a good time to start buying heavy into Jasmy? It's very oversold. The crypto market is in a ton of fear right now. Trump is like throwing out all these tariffs, and that's why we're crashing. Another time right here, we're very oversold. See, this is the scary thing right now. If we're in a bear market, the top is in. You know, you could buy all this when it's very oversold, but you swing high and then you sell. Can't really hold it long term anymore. So can we hold Jasmy long term anymore? You know what? I don't really know right now because of how much we've sold off. My plan is I believe we're going to get a bounce out of here just because it's oversold on a daily and a weekly time frame. The total crypto market is just selling off. It's not just Jasmy, but Jasmy's definitely taking a big hit. And then you might want to start taking some profit once we get back to the EMAs, because I'll just show you guys real quick. Let me get rid of this. All right. So you could just see this. This is horrible. We sell off, we get to the EMAs, we sell off, get to the EMAs, sell off, sell off, sell off. Every time we touch the EMAs, we sell off, right? So I believe we're going to get back up to the EMAs. And then who's to say if we're going to sell off or not, right? We have to have a bottom, and then we have to make a higher low, and that would confirm that the bottom is in. This is a good sign, being very oversold, but it's not a confirmation that the bottom is in, right? We need the good wick right here. This is good. We need the stochastic to curl up, and then we probably pull back, make a higher low, and then we break this right here, the 2 cent level. I think would give us more confirmations that the bottom is actually in, right? So you don't want to, you know, not understand what you're doing. This is how I'm looking at it now with Jasmy. Want to keep it 100% real with you guys. It is very unfortunate with what's going on with the crypto market. A lot of manipulation. But the fear and greed index is like at 12, I think, or 13. I don't think it's ever been this low. So if you believe in Jasmy, if you believe in the project, and you're buying up here, you know, it's hard to buy down here, but you have to just look at the facts and look at the oversold levels and look at what's going on with crypto as a whole and make the best decision for you and your family. So again, last time we were this oversold right here, great example, huge wick. And then Jasmy ran up about 40% here and then sold off. So there might be some swing trading opportunities, but I would do even more research. Again, it's not financial advice, just my own opinion, but I still hold Jasmy and I plan to buy again very soon. I'm just waiting because I think Bitcoin might come down a little more. Of course, me and the group Patreon members have been talking about this the last 2 days and the levels for Bitcoin. So with that, guys, hope you have a great day. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.